Present welcome. The assembly is gathered. Let the ceremony begin.
Thank you, Grand Marshal. Please be seated. Honored graduates, distinguished guest participants, community leaders, family and friends of graduates, I am Danielle Wilkin, president of the university, and it is my highest honor to welcome you to University of Bridgeport's 113th commencement ceremony. This afternoon, we will confer 549 degrees in a wide range of majors and professions. We will also celebrate today's graduates of all of our programs who have completed and have had their degrees conferred in August and December of 2022. Later this afternoon, we will also confer the Doctorate of Humane Letters to George Peter Bauer and Carol Brune Bauer, who are extraordinary philanthropists in higher education. This morning, we had the honor of conferring the Doctorate of Humane Letters to Dr. Tricia Bailey, who is our commencement speaker, as well as Coach Jim Calhoun, the legendary Connecticut collegiate coach. Join us now for a special arrangement of the national anthem, followed by the Hymn of Freedom, Lift Every Voice. I invite you to rise.
So
Thank you. You may be seated. One of the best parts of my job is I get to speak to you today, and I hope you'll indulge me in telling a little bit of a story. Earlier, so how many of you, let me start by a question, how many of you have ever been to the Bauer Hall, have gone to the Student Entrepreneur Center, or gone to one of our Friday lunch and learns over there? Show of hands, yep, okay. The Bauers that are named for the Bauer Hall are the Bauers who are here with us today, and we're very fortunate to have them with us. And my story is, one of my very first meetings with donors was with the Bauers, and we're having this amazing conversation, and we're talking about the partnership between Goodwin University and University of Bridgeport. And George, as he always does, asked a lot of astute questions and was asking me about the partnership. And one of the things that we were talking about was brand. For those of you who are in the business school, we were talking about brand. And we were talking about how the schools mesh. And the specific example we were talking about was that UB is so well known for all of its engineering and the high advanced engineering degrees that we have. And we're really excited that Goodwin is going to be opening a manufacturing center on our campus in which frontline welders and CNC machinists will be working with our high-level engineers and how they're going to be able to learn from each other. And George loved that idea, and he said to me, I am giving you, insert dollar amount that had a lot of zeros, a check for that. And in my head, out loud, what I said was, oh my gosh, that is amazing. That is so great. And I am so grateful, and all of that was true. In my head, what I heard was, oh my God, I just got money for another university and I didn't do my job. And so I had this moment of panic of like, oh gosh, like this is great, but on the other hand, I didn't do what I was set out to do. And so I'm continuing the conversation. I'm super excited. I'm in my head, I'm saying, okay, I can walk through this. This is going to benefit UB. It's going to benefit both institutions. It's going to be great. And then I watched Carol tap George under the table, as women often do to the guys. And she said, what does Danielle need for UB? And so George asked me, and I told him. And then he said, I'm giving you another check with the same amount of money with a lot of zeros in it. And I was blown away, just blown away. But the reason why I share that story today is I want you to think about what happened in that moment. I was in a spot that I wasn't quite sure how to get out of, and somebody else stepped in and was my wingman, was my angel, was the person who helped me in a moment where I wasn't quite sure how to take the next step. And so, how does that relate to you today? Everybody who's sitting today, all of our graduates, are graduates of advanced degrees. You've earned a master's or a doctoral degree. You are, yes. You are recognized as experts in your field. You are recognized as the people who know how to solve problems and get things done. You are recognized as mentors and role models, the people who will raise the next generation in your profession. You are leaders in your community, personally and professionally. People look up to you. People admire you. People watch you to see what to do and what is the right path. The world is filled with a lot of hard problems today. I looked back to see what has happened in the last few years, and it is way too depressing to list all the things that has happened in the last few years. Between COVID and wars and various epidemics, not just COVID, but other problems that we've had, every time you turn on the news, there's a new challenge, and none of them are small. How will you serve as someone's wingman? How will you step into that space to help solve those problems? How will you serve your patients, your clients, your family members, your communities? Everybody is looking to you now as the experts to solve and help lift up those problems. And finally, I ask you, How do you want to solve those problems? How do you want to collaborate? How do you want to serve others? And how do you want to step in when somebody else isn't sure what the next step is? Congratulations to the class of 2023. At this time, I would like to recognize our super awesome faculty members, without whom our students' accomplishments would not have been possible. With the faculty on the stage, the floor, and in the audience, and those faculty members serving as marshals, please rise and be recognized. On behalf of our students and the university, we are incredibly grateful. You have done an amazing job. At this time, I would like to introduce Ann Clark, Chair of the Board of Trustees at the University of Bridgeport, to give you some of her remarks.
Hi there, and congratulations. Board of Trustees, these are the group of people in every university who oversee the university and its president. We don't manage, we don't staff it, but we oversee it. A couple of missions that we have as a board. One is to be a goal is to be a minority-majority board. And the next goal is to make sure that at least half our members are alumni of the University of Bridgeport. So we spent a lot of time listening to what it was like to be a student here at the university maybe 30 years ago. Or longer. And lots of pride, lots of great stories that I'm sure you all share. But it's, I say this to tell you that we listen to you and want to hear from you and your ideas, and hopefully one day you will ask somebody about being on the Board of Trustees of your alma mater. Thank you very much, and again, congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Ann. I would like to recognize State Senator Heron Gaston, who represents Stratford and Bridgeport, to please come up and give some of his remarks.
Congratulations, class of 2023. I'm State Senator Heron Gaston. I would like to take this opportunity to thank every single supporter that's sitting out there. If you have a graduate, can you make some noise? If I was in church, I'll say you can do a little bit better than that. Can you make some noise for your graduate? I just want to impart a couple of words to the graduating students. You know, the eyes of the future are looking back at you and are praying that you can see beyond your own time. Truly, you are standing on the shoulders of giants, and so therefore you have a reciprocal responsibility to allow others to stand on you. There are so many people who have blazed the trail so that you might have an equitable opportunity and a decent shot at education. And I contend that the University of Bridgeport puts out some of the best and brightest students, not just across the state of Connecticut, but across this country. It's you. The more faith you have, the more you'll believe. The more goals you set, the more you will achieve. So reach for the stars and pick a mountain to climb. Dare to think big, but give yourself time. Remember, no matter how futile things seem, with faith, there is no impossible dream. And I love to share this poem with you all because my grandmother always shared it with me. And she said, you know, nobody on this planet shares the same fingerprint as you. And nobody on this planet shares the same footprint as you. That means there's something special and there's something unique about each and every one of you who are graduates who are going to make an indelible imprint on our society and our world. And so I'll leave you with this. Every day in Africa, a lion wakes up and realizes that he must run faster than the fastest gazelle or he would go without food. And every day in Africa, a gazelle wakes up and realizes he must run faster than the fastest lion or he would go without food. But whether you are a lion or a gazelle, when the sun comes up, you better be running to make a difference in the life of our society. Take care, may God bless you, and Godspeed.
It's now my pleasure to introduce the graduate student representative, Nicole Caruso, who will speak here today in accordance with our tradition. Nicole will be graduating with a master's degree in public health with a concentration in global health. I really don't know what she's going to do. There hasn't been a lot in that field lately. From the Master's in Public Health program in the College of Health Sciences. Nicole.
If I blow away, please don't put this on YouTube. All right. Thank you to the university for allowing me to deliver the graduate speech on this momentous day. Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and 2023 graduates. I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates here today. Today marks an incredible achievement in our lives. Today marks the day that for many, this is the end of our school journey, thank God, and for some, the end may be near. Being young and going to school, all we could do was wish to grow up and that school would end. We even hope for our freedom, doing whatever we want whenever possible. Little did we know that a job and kids would consume our lives, and we would be in bed at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night watching reruns of Friends and Seinfeld. Now, I know I just dated myself a little bit, but for those of you who aren't aware, those were hit shows back in the day. But throughout our lives being crazy and trying to grow up as fast as we can, trying to grow our careers, we forget to take a second and live in the moment. We fail to appreciate the small things in our life that may be insignificant in that moment, but are all we can think about in the future. Today, I'm inspired by everyone sitting right here in front of me. While growing up, there have been many hurdles and struggles we have all overcome to get to this very moment right here. There have been people in our lives that have brought us down one way or another. We've all fought battles silently or loudly, yet we are all sitting here today. Throughout the struggles and wars we have overcome, there has always been one person or a couple of people that we get it done for. For some, it may be their children, it may be their friends, families, significant others, or even that young kid that just wanted to grow up. When I think of the one I do it for, I think of the one who has pushed and disciplined me to improve. Which is a little ironic if you were to hear some of the stories that they would tell me when they were my age. I'm not going to name names. Yes, I am. The person I do it for is my father. Now, Mom, I know you're up there. So, before you get offended, I want you to know that I love you. You're my number one girl, and to say I'm grateful for you is an understatement. Please don't cut me out of the Christmas card this year. Now, my dad is the one person I've never wanted to disappoint. I love you, Mom, and of course my dog, but that goes without saying. We all have that someone who we never want to disappoint, that one person in our lives that forces us to push ourselves to become a better us when we don't even realize it because we are afraid to see the look on their face that shatters our hearts. Growing up, my dad and I shared a bond over sports. For those of you who are athletes in their lives, There was always one particular person we liked to go up to after the game to know how we genuinely did. Good or bad, you wanted to know how you did. That may have been a friend, coach, teammate, parent, or guardian. Obviously for me, it was my dad. One day, after one of my hockey games, I received 3 penalties in the game, which is never a good thing. It only hurts your team. And for those of you who don't know hockey, it's as bad as it sounds. After the game, my dad brought me to a track and told me to run laps, and he was timing me to ensure I did not slow down. The reason behind this was that the penalties I had were lazy penalties. I was not skating and just decided to start tripping people left and right. I also wanted to add, to really set the scene for everyone, that this was mid-January, it was about to be dark, and I was 12. Gotta start them young, right, Dad? And for those of you who are wondering, no, I was not the first woman to make it into the NHL like we had hoped, but maybe with the grandkids. We'll see. Now, where is she going with this? At the young age of 12, I was taught there are no shortcuts in life. There is no easy way out to become successful. You have to keep working hard constantly if you want to succeed. That is what all of us have accomplished today. I did this degree remotely and still had to do group projects and presentations. There were some incredible people I met along the way. I want to give a huge shout out to all the parents who achieved this degree while simultaneously working and raising their children. That is one of the most astounding accomplishments in itself. If we could please, let's give a massive round of applause for them. You guys can do better than that. You were just yelling before. Come on. Honestly, to me, you guys are like superheroes because I wanted to cry every single day trying to get this degree and just keep myself alive, so I couldn't imagine keeping another human being or multiple human beings alive. So you guys are seriously superheroes to me. Now comes the next chapter in our lives, the part where our careers take off. We start to embark on a whole new journey. Some people know exactly what they want, while others still may figure it out. This can be scary for everyone, not knowing the unknown, the part of life that we unfortunately don't have a crystal ball to, but if you got a guy, please hit me up after this, because your girl is desperate. The fear we feel with this next chapter can persuade us to not push ourselves to the next level. We can start to doubt ourselves and lose our confidence. Simone Biles, one of the most remarkable athletes and gymnasts, once said, "I'd rather regret the risks that didn't work out than the chances I didn't take at all." Be sure to take risks. No matter how scary they may seem, take the risk. Do it for the one person you always do it for, even if it is younger you, the kid who dreamt of all of the incredible things you can, will, and have already achieved. You should all be so proud of yourselves for taking the risk. You took the chance to start a new program, continue your education, and become a better you. You may not realize it, but younger you is looking up at you right now with a beaming smile. Looking at yourselves in the mirror today, you can stand a little taller, prouder, and more confident. You achieved a goal that takes hard, dedicated work to accomplish. My dad always says, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Thank you, class of 2023. We did it, and here's to the next chapter.
Thank you, Nicole, for your remarks and all that you have done for our university. I call now upon Provost Manuel Im to recognize the university leadership in the stage party.
Thank you, President Wilkin. I just want to preface this with the spirit in which we serve the university. We think of leadership to the university, to the UB community as a service. And so I would just like to recognize on stage the key leaders of the university. First, our school directors, our faculty senate leaders, our academic deans, the dean of students, Board of Trustees, and the President's Cabinet. We serve you in our positions, and we're ready to help you along your way.
Thank you. We will now confer the Doctorate of Humane Letters, honoris causa, upon George Peter Bauer and Carol Brune Bauer. I call upon Board of Trustees Chair Ann Clark and Assistant Provost Adria Aljo to escort the honorees to the podium. What's that? We gotta get George and Carol. They're right there. I ask Provost Manuel Im to read the citation.
George Peter Bauer and Carol Brunsbauer have been married for 64 years, and during their life adventure together have been involved in numerous philanthropic activities, going beyond resource support to being personally involved in the lives of others. The Bauers live in Wilton, Connecticut. They have 3 children, 5 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandson. They are a dynamic duo, and each is a role model dedicated to impacting positive, demonstrative, and meaningful change during these challenging times. George and Carol Bauer know firsthand the importance of a good education. George grew up on a farm in Missouri, attended a one-room school, and was the first in his family to attend college. Carol Bauer grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, in a family of modest means, but with a tradition of service. She is a former teacher, volunteer, and chaplain. The two established the Bauer Family Foundation, which focuses on improving education and human health worldwide. They are dedicated benefactors of Washington University, George Bauer's alma mater, providing scholarships for students and establishing an endowment to provide emergency financial aid to students, as well as funding other significant projects for the university. As longtime residents of Connecticut, the Bauers saw the educational and civic value potential of the Innovation Center at UB and have very generously provided support to house it in beautifully renovated and now named Bauer Hall. The center provides resources and labs for student entrepreneurs and Connecticut businesses. The center is available both to students as well as to entrepreneurs and businesses in the region. The Bauer's generosity also establishes an endowment to provide sustainable support for operations at the center. As George Bauer said, giving to an endowment is a great idea, but we want to be supportive of building the center and want to be sure that there is money that earns income and continues in a sustainable way for the future. George and Carol Bauer's generosity also facilitates recruitment for UB's planned extension of Goodwin University's Advanced Manufacturing Program on the UB campus. Their generous contribution will provide for scholarships and completion of the Advanced Manufacturing Center located at UB. They will provide the ability to recruit students via a strategically targeted scholarship fund. This scholarship allows students interested in something like welding to learn in proximity to a 4-year engineering program, says George Bauer. They will get training for meaningful and well-paying jobs and have the opportunity also to take courses in philosophy, literature, and mathematics. Carol Bauer agrees. I think we have to work harder in our education system to find out what the student's passion is and then find a job that matches that. Then we can work on giving them the facility and skills that the students need. President Wilkin, George and Carol Bauer have generously supported the mission of the University of Bridgeport. Their innovative vision and support for institutions of education have helped to foster educational programs that provide students pathways to marketable professional education options. But more important, the Bauers also give members of our larger UB community the vision to succeed, and then to give back. President Wilkin, I am privileged to present you George Peter Bauer and Carol Brunbauer for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
George Peter Bauer and Carol Brunbauer, under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I now confer upon both of you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges hereto appertain.
I'm going to invite the Bowers up to say a few words.
Few words it will be. Looking out over this group is so awesome. Talented, educated, but I'm sure you've heard this is just the beginning of a new journey. When George and I graduated from college back in 1953, there was a much shorter living span than there is today. And when I hear people, either at the hospital where I work or around me, say, "Oh, I'm in my 60s, I'm getting old, I think I had best retire," I give them a piece of advice that my mother taught me. She lived to be 106. And she kept saying to me, "Carol, don't look at the number of your age. Just keep going and keep giving. Not necessarily monetary means, but keep giving and caring for others." So I challenge you all and each of you how I wish I could see into the future and see where each of your journeys will take you. But I challenge you, don't look at the numbers of your age. Just keep going and keep giving. Thank you for this wonderful honor.
Thank you for those very kind remarks. Carol and I are delighted to be here this afternoon, or as we senior citizens are fond of saying, Carol and I are delighted to be anywhere this afternoon. In our commercial ventures, we invest in people, even more than just in goods and services, and that has served us well. People aren't just something in an organization. People are everything in an organization. Perhaps one of the greatest challenges of the 21st century is leadership at every level in our society. And we're looking for you to pick up that challenge, graduates. It's an honor to receive this recognition, but an even greater honor to be associated with this great institution, which does so much for so many. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Tricia Bailey. Dr. Bailey immigrated from Jamaica to the U.S. at the young age of 13, carrying with her the hopes and dreams of her family. She was the first to graduate from college in her family, earning a bachelor's degree from the University of Connecticut in 1999. During those years, she excelled in track as a star athlete. She went on to earn her master's degree in business administration in 2005, and then a doctorate degree in management and organization in 2010. She has since continued to become a powerful and influential force in all of her endeavors and becoming an exemplary example of the American dream. Dr. Bailey founded a home medical equipment company and quickly established herself as a leader in the industry. The company has now expanded to pharmaceutical and medical equipment facilities across the country. Dr. Bailey has also become a force in the real estate market, owning land and real estate across the country and in Jamaica. Recently, the University of Connecticut honored her by naming a state-of-the-art building, the Bailey Student Athlete Success Center, recognizing her hard work, accomplishment, dedication, and giving back to her communities in Connecticut and Jamaica. She's a successful entrepreneur who is dedicated to giving back. She brings to the University of Bridgeport her caring, generosity, and motivating spirit. She's an inspirational leader for positive change and generosity. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Tricia Bailey.
Whew! I am excited and elated and honored to be in front of you today. Thank you, University of Bridgeport, esteemed members, Board of Trustees, families and friends, and 2023 graduates. I want you to look to your right, and I want you to tell that person, you have done it. Look to your left and tell the next person you are filled with greatness. Now for you, I want to hear the joy that you feel today from your hard work and your accomplishment. As a young girl in Woodland, St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, I grew up with my cousin, my aunts, and my sister. My mother had to leave us to go on to make a better living for us. In order for us to eat, we had no running water, no electricity. We walked 3.5 miles to school each way. The only thing that we had was our dreams. The woman in my family tells us, dream so big that not a single person will believe that it will come true. It just so happened to be my life today. Dream so big that no one believed it was possible. I bet when you were thinking about getting your master's degree or your doctorate degree, you never saw today. You envision it. But being able to sit here and experience that moment, knowing that you have fallen, knowing that you have struggled, knowing that professor that told you you were writing at a master's degree level in your doctoral program that crushed your heart. But then you find out that she told everyone that. Knowing that you have accomplished a dream that will take you into the world of success, into the world of kindness, into the world of caring, discovering who you are through this amazing university, discovering who you will become tomorrow, next week, and next year is an amazing place to be. In 2008, I discovered my purpose. I spent many years prior to that chasing money. I wanted to be wealthy. I just didn't know how to get there. And in 2008, while I was living in California, I became ill. I was in a coma for 8 days. And when I got out of that coma, I was transitioning from Connecticut to Florida. I was wheelchair bound. My larynx was clipped so you could not hear my voice. And they transitioned me in the wheelchair from the aircraft and sat me in a corner. And I waited for 2 hours while I cried because I could not get a single person to help me. 2 hours later, a young lady came over, and while I thought I'm screaming, that comes out as a beer whisper. And I asked for her help, and she helped me to get to the next destination. In that moment, I realized that the disabled was invisible to the world. And in that moment, I knew that my purpose, my God-given ability, was to care for the world. So every person who touches my life, every person which I engage with, I inject as much love as I can into their life. I give them the kind words, the comfort, or sometimes just a small hand, because it goes a long way. When you enter the world and you enter the workforce, or if you're already in the workforce, whoever you engage with, be kind and loving in every single thing that you do, because that is how you create your amazingness. Give the love that you thought that you should have received, and that love will come back to you. It may not come back from the person you have given it to, but the universe will deliver it back to your soul and your heart and everything that you do. Be the difference for the next young man or the next young woman who comes in your space. Be the difference for the next graduate from University of Bridgeport and every graduate across the world. Because what you do and how you do it matters. It matters. What you say and how you say it matters. Being intentional with your efforts, being intentional in the way that you care, being intentional in the way that you love, it truly matters. And from discovering my purpose, the money came. The money came because I realized that my job, my responsibility was to give to the world. And every time I give, guess what happens? It comes back to me 10, 100 folds. That's why I am here in front of you today. That is why I can tell you about my journey. My autobiography comes out in July. It's called Unbroken. And in that autobiography, I talk about finding your purpose, finding your special gift that only you have. I talk about the journeys of how to uplift yourself and how to engage with yourself, how to touch into your soul and your heart and your everything. That is why I have remained unbroken.
Thank you. We now proceed with the conferrals of the degree. I will ask Provost Manuel Im to call forth the deans, who will call upon the candidates for the degree of 2023.
Thank you, President Wilkin. I now call upon Dean Khalid Alayathi to present the degree candidates from the College of Engineering, Business, and Education.
Thank you, Provost Im. Will the candidates for the master's and doctorate degrees please come forward and be recognized? Madam President, I present the degree candidates from the College of Engineering, Business, and Education. We're starting with engineering, followed by business, then education. Dr. Julius Dichter will present the names of the School of Engineering graduates.
Devarsi Chirumambila. Venkata Sai Teja Sagi. Justine Josephs. Kevin Losciavo. Marman Al Dariush. Mina Gaber Waba Ibrahim. Anas Saudi. Mohammed Atia Al-Harti. Suba Pravati Madamotu. Roshan Bata. Adam Tilley. Lavanya Anangi. Yeswant Anna. Andharvana Reddy Gudipali. Amarnath Pohenkar. Sanghamitra Swarna. Sainandana Yarapotu. Karina Martinez. Ramya Mandla. Sebastian Alcivar Carmignani. Eva Chavez Chico. Nikash Pasnuri. Vamsi Sripada. Pamela Koto. Ethan Hong Nguyen. Patrick Fenton. Fazal Hussein Razvi Syed. Junaid Hassan. Jane Sabovic. Nithin Chandu Reddy Yadula. Mala Reddy Pasham. Vamshi Krishna Mitapali. Prasant Reddy Duvuro. Kushal Balineni. Akash Reddy Kure. Michael Afolabi. Bala Divya Kata. Kirtana Kudumula. Bindu Priya Pala. Sali Alamri. Rodrigo Herrera. Bala Narsima Rao Katabina. Prudiraj Reddy Nagireddy. Sai Kumar Reddy Bobala. Avin Reddy Kandi. Sundeep Kumar Singh. Uday Reddy Yamula. Pavan Majunota. Banu Sai Nadikatla. Slok Salkar. Madhusudan Reddy Dasari. Vani Budhireddy. Sai Shankar Reddy Gumi. Venkata Sainath Madi. Aswini Kumar Natulapati. Sushmita Machinila. Pratyusha Tamineni. Prithvi Komriseti. Moha Simha Tejaredi Sava. Sandeep Janapuredi. Sushant. Naga Pavan Vaibhav Kosaraju. Yoshita Modulodu. Shazia Ikra. Sravan Kumar Reddy Be Ready. Vishal Sadula. Banu Prakash Narisan Goju. Samir Ali Muhammad. Madhukar Reddy Daredi. Pranav Verma. Kartik Reddy Tuma. Sumati Rani Manukonda. Nishant Kota. Mohammed Forhan Sheikh Aslam. Gorantla Yashwant Sai Teja. Sravya Sri Nama. Manisha Yadla. Srija Reddy Talasani. Divya Reddy Avantula. Loknath Reddy Dani Reddy. Sai Pranith. Lokesh Reddy Varala. Preeti Naraguni. Pranith Sakya Upo. Venkata Manjunada Reddy Badam. Arvind Chennai Raja. Rajiv Kumar Mode. Narendra Radhikrishnan. Mohammad Arudun Khan. Scott Goodman. Sadiq Pasha Mohammed. Beth Muturi. Arun Reddy Algari. Raja Sekar Reddy Gogireddy. Krishna Chaitanya Sunkara. Swarup Kumar Gurijala. Sushma Banala. Venkatesh Ravila. Venkata Lakshmi Nasaitma Gunta. Janita Puna. Lakshmi Ganesh Putta. Banu Prakash Reddy Manukonda. Venkata Sai Manush Mandava. Abhishek Ganja. Sundeep Kumar Kadaru. Kata Ashish. Rajavardhan Reddy Konatam. Otmane Lazis. Yesraj Mangani. Subhash Chandra Bose Kondru. Satish Reddy Pandiri. Nikhil Conchetti. Venkatesh Babu Kantu. Sai Sri Hashra Mankala. Rakesh Varmato Thakuri. Yashwant Gundreddy. Manoj Kumar Misagari. Srija Reddy Gumakonda.
Presenting the candidates for Master of Science in Analytics, Teresa Palo. Jennifer Christie. Shreya Devkota. Naga Swati Pillai. Gift Suweku. Adwatha Sadam Seti. Vishnu Priya Sidam Seti. Ishita Arena. Pinky Day. Bhagya Venkat Mathyam. Chajitha Yadav Tadeti. Rokesh Vemaseti. Ram Surya Devara. Sumith Jala. How many cards? Prudhi Raj. Biniam Shimelis. Klama Ane. Joseph Pechi. Anvesh Reddy Malu. Prajwal Reddy Guru. Sudamesh Reddy Separam. Mizanur Raman. Atul Shankar. Right side up. Sai Vardam Gud Malarapu. Vishnu Nair Samasekaran. Vinay Kumar Vade. Gautam Kumar Nagabothu. Krishnaveni Pasupula. Marino Holavar. Alekya T. Tamola. Haribal Thapa Shrestha. Kavatha Reddy Rella. Yeah. Rajbir Kaur Pawar. Ashwaya Dugareddy. Oh, Jack, say it again. Jacqueline Art Batsamkun. Nikhil Chalasani. Bilal Rahuti. Sudarsan Ramasamy. Razi Mohammed. Presenting the candidates for Master of Business Administration, Fuad Hania. Edlia Jean Boulay. Veronica Kinchin Walker. Kimberly Thompson. Taylor Ruiz. Joseph DeAndrea. Sophia Trembone. Emily Gomez. Dion Graham Clark. Tracy Grasty. Now's a good time. Sue Haley Rivera. Stephen Giambra. Rashida Mitchell. Ashlyn DiGirolamo. Juan Carlos Lopez. Joshua Vaughn. Tim Gandy. Shauna K. Rochester. So that's, you want the middle initial? Randy R. Smith. Jennifer Edwards. Joanne Mylord. Rebecca Pacheco. Vanessa DePayne. Tricia Stevens. Thank you. Joyce Woolen. Jackie Esker Zarusin. Emma Newville Taylor. Anthony Howard Grissy. Neha Ekbal. Clovia McIntosh. Dania Wilson. Brianna Gregory. Janaya McCarthy. Jada Stinney. Jordan Street. All right. Victor Nyanwe. Danae Skates. Presenting the candidate for a double master's degree in the School of Business, Adejoke Christina Ifafesemi.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to present the candidates from the School of Education. First degrees will be master's degree. Rachel Allen. Greta Bocci. Hediona Bashiri. Laura Busk. Emily Carlucci. Sydney Cervero. Anne Christine Cochran. Carrington Connor. Kevin Costello. Danielle Craig. Daniel Krawick. Sarah Dumshot. Andrea Egan. Matthew Ellis. Mo El Sarafi. Taylor Ewald. Claudia Farharo. Marnie Fapiano. Kyle Foley. Mosherie Francis. Louis Gandarillo. Samaya Gay. Travis Gerald. Gregory Gerzovic. Asantua Gordon. Megan Grabowski. Shireen Griffin Gibson. Megan Hamill. Brooke Holteen. Madison Clock. Alexis Lee. Kara Lippert. Kimberly Loop. Nicole Lukowski. Victoria Meredith Marcus. Katie Kelly. The degree of advanced studies. Can't read it. Meller Ranch. Seamus McGovern. Sarah Merriam. Haley Malone. Alexis Richardson. Louisa Mann. Caitlin Musano. Nicholas Noto. Abigail Wells. Oscar Livia Cordon. Richard Gerald Pusiliano Jr. Valerie Price. Sabia Ryan. Jimmy Reynolds. Michelle Schumacher. Felicia Sapio. Sanara Maria Spacia. Brendan Staborny. Nicholas Marion Chebeka. Alexander Thompson. Nasha Vassal. Taylor Morgan Wright. Diploma of Advanced Degree. Paula Gomes. Rosemary Goodwin. Raymond Robuska. Erica Tamson. Degree of Doctor of Education. Dr. Noor Awad. Dr. Catherine Bertain. Dr. Rebecca Chulo. Dr. Danielle Dalgen Cohen. Dr. Alicia Etson. Dr. Lori Gakos. Dr. Monisha Gibson. Dr. Shorn Heffron. Dr. Tabina Khan. Dr. Kimberly Klein Franklin. Dr. Lisa M. Romano. Dr. Jennifer Catherine Silva.
Thank you. I now call upon Dean Michael Chalfie to present the degree candidates from the College of Health Sciences.
Will the candidates for master's and doctorate degrees please come forward and be recognized? Madam President, it is my pleasure to present the degree candidates from the College of Health Sciences.
I'm pleased to announce the candidate for the doctoral degree in traditional Chinese medicine. No card. Natalia Madero. Go ahead. She has to keep hers. And now, the candidates for the Masters of Acupuncture. Candice DeVito. Caitlin Jones. Here. No. Alexis Rodulik. Thank you. Matthew Fass. Oh. Lisa Breton. Julia Hines. Rocio Quispe. Brandy Beans Woodard. That's it.
I'm proud to announce the candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree program. Dr. Ellie Grace Schlager Arias. Dr. Anthony Carmine Barbati. Dr. Drew Storms Bruin. Dr. Aiden P. Buckley.
I need it back for nutrition, so I'll just wait.
Dr. Nicole R. Capuano. Dr. Leonardo E. Castiglione. Dr. Candace D. DeVito. Dr. Connor R. Dromerhauser. Dr. Caitlin S. Jones. Dr. Junsup Kim. Dr. Catherine J. Lynch. Dr. Patrick J. Mahoney. Dr. Frank M. Pelletieri. Dr. Alexis R. Radillik. Dr. Rachel C. Vigneault.
Introducing the Masters of Science in Dental Hygiene. Rosara Frias. Caitlin Canaveri. Sally Obi. Lindsay Brown.
School of Nursing. Jessica Cardente. Jacqueline Dwyer. Natasha Jean-Baptiste. Priscilla Lopez. Christina Mancini. Jodian Moore. Claudia Otoshi. Marilyn Pinto. Chantel Valencia.
I am proud to announce the name of our Masters in Human Nutrition. Noha Hassan. Victoria Fulco Mazuka. Ellie Arias. Nicole Capuano. Good to see you, Connor. Connor Drummerhauser. Catherine Lynch. Natalia Lambrecht. Ariel Smith. Hilda Rosa Martins. Ruby Justice. Michael Mendoza. Myra Tamayo.
The candidates for the Masters of Science in Physician Assistant Studies. Shiza Abbas. Megan Anderson. Alexandra Baltazar. Ryan Cruz. Christopher Carroll. Zane Dadrison. Raquel Delgadillo. Kelsey DeRouche. Christy Dever. Michaela Dikovich. Jessica Frauman. Brittany Goncalves. Yana Grigorieva. Brenna Gorino. Rachel Harris. Julia Harvey. Brian Hendrickson. Hope Heiza. Allison Hobson. Shirvali Isukpali. Michaela Jackson. Caitlin Jancy. Jenna Kyla. Abigail Keogh. Catherine Kinney. Seriously? Benjamin Ni Odertai Lamptey. How can you spring that on me like that? Jordan Nicole Mansfield. Catherine Casey Metz. Timothy Mulberry. Thank you. Oh, good. Eric Ortiz. Christiana Reddy. Brooke Sands. Grace Skinner. Bryce Templeman. Thank you. Shanze Varak. Ryan Weiss. Lily Ray. Thank you.
Masters of Public Health candidates, please come forward. Esther A. Champon. Juanita Alvarado. Nicole Jo Caruso. Amanda Baldwin. Lucine Baptiste. Genevieve Ingrid Benoit. Joanna Banny. Glenda Buenventura. Kevin Clark. Claude Lindy Cezille. Jocelyn de la Cruz. Claudia Diaz de Leon. Nayla Dumsley. Amy Duran. Khadija El Hazini. Sarah Forrestel. Darice Glaze. Fabiola Goen. Fernanda Guaman. Ernst Guerriere. Loriani Hernandez. Bianca Heslop. Shanice Johnson. Beverly Kendall. Richard Connect. Jamie Luckhart. Hewat Malay. Mariah Martin. Angela Rucci. Kimberly Rusinek. Renasia Smith. Ariana Lacier Soler. Sandy Stolley. Clara Tamba Marawa. Tanisha Tai. Martha Trofort. Authrine Thompson. Eric Turner. Carmen Sean Williams. Tanisha Williamson.
Introduce the candidates for the Doctorate of Health Science. Dr. Peter Kenneth Ennin. Dr. Daniel Thomas Foley. Dr. Nasheen Atiq. Dr. Asala Mahmood. Dr. Brenda Harrison.
Thank you. I now call on Dean Kathleen Engelman to present the degree candidates from the College of Science and Society.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees please come forward and be recognized? Madam President, I present the degree candidates from the College of Science and Society.
Yulin Menzi. The Masters of Science and Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Ashton Granado.
Carla Castillo. Paula Morano. Annette Jongsma. Juliana C. Barron. Vanjie Celestin. Rashawn Hughes. Brandon Guzman. What's your degree? Is it master's? Master's in criminal justice. I'd now like to present the Masters in Criminal Justice and Human Security. Christopher Pittman. Usman Manover. There we go. Usman Manover. Dali Balaji. Sujata Ariel. Yasmarie Farina. Gumed Adakati. Soshana Barnaby. Natasha Ramsey. Felipe Ospina Medina. Oh, your shoe is awesome. Reginald Pierce. Congratulations. RV Katsuwada. What's your degree in?
Global Development and Peace.
Global, is it a master's or?
It's a master's.
Master's in Global Development and Peace.
Yes, and I'm
Now for the, oh, are you speaking? Now for the master's degree in Global Development and Peace. Valerie Clarice Bullard. Oh, Joshua Sharma Gamiri. Kabita Panchkita. And now for the Masters in Biology. Masters of Science in Biology. Nidhi Chandra Kenny Kanti. Farhat Aisha. May Abdullah Al-Harthi.
Thank you. Will all the master's and doctorate degree candidates please rise? President Wilkin, upon the recommendation of the faculties of the colleges of the University of Bridgeport, I am honored to present these candidates for graduation.
Our Are you ready? You don't sound ready. Are you ready? All right, let's do this. With the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Bridgeport and the State of Connecticut Office of Higher Education, upon these recommendations and the completion of the requirements specified, I now officially confer upon you the degrees for which you have been presented as appropriate, with all the rights, privileges, and honors, responsibilities thereto are pertaining. Congratulations to the newest alumni of University of Bridgeport. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the class of 2023. Academic tradition now permits all those who've received their degrees to move the tassel from your right to the left. Congratulations, you have graduated. And on the count of 3, anybody who wants to toss their cap, now is the time to do it. 1, 2, 3, go! You may be seated. Graduate school is not a journey that you take alone. Can we please recognize all the moms and dads of the graduates of the class of 2023? Will the moms and dads please rise? We also know that many of our graduates are moms and dads themselves, and their children gave up time while mom and dad did their studies. Can we please recognize the children of our graduates? Many of you took this journey with a partner who covered you for carpools and laundry and cooking. Can we please recognize the spouses and partners of our graduates? Let us not forget the aunts, the uncles, the brothers, the sisters, and all the friends who took this journey with us. At this time, I would like to invite Bill Moran, President of the Alumni Association, to welcome our newest alumni.
First of all I've got to say is wow. You are all an incredibly impressive group of people. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves, as proud perhaps as I am to have the opportunity to be here with you this evening and welcome all of you officially as alumni of the University of Bridgeport. So welcome and congratulations to all of you. One quick note. As alumni, you have a new role, and that role is to help serve, to help provide, and to give back to the university. Earlier this evening, Dr. Wilkins said, you're experts, you're mentors, and you're leaders. And it's from this note that I want to encourage and challenge all of you to give back, to participate with the university, and in re-engage continuously as you grow your careers. The opportunities that you can provide to the next core of graduates from the university are fantastic, and I know that you'll all be welcomed to participate in that regard. So with that, I know I'm what stands between you and there, and what I want to say is, again, welcome to the Alumni Association of the University of Bridgeport, and congratulations, graduates of 2023.
Thank you, Bill. As we close the ceremony, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our marshals, our readers, the members of the commencement committee, and everybody who is here today making this a very special event and assisted with making the 113th graduation of University of Bridgeport, an amazing event. I invite you all to join in the recording of the singing of the alma mater. The words are printed in your program, and I now ask that you stand for the alma mater.
Alma mater, a toast to thee. Pledge our honor, our royalty. From the ocean far across the land, our noble college will proudly stand. Golden memories of days serene, golden seasons, familiar scenes, bonds will keep us forever true. Alma mater, Bridgeport U.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes our ceremony. Have a great night, and thank you so much, and congratulations again to the class of 2023.